Nastyeva 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 Gatiranyata. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. From Bhakti. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is not different from Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is Krishna Sarupa, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu also how to attain Krishna. Akila Rasamrita Murti Prasimara Ruchi Rudi Ruchi Rudam. What is it? Tvalita, Shama, Lalita, Radha Prayan, Vidur Jayati. So the invocation verse, Akila Rasamrita Murti. So Krishna is the embodiment of all rasas, Prasimara, Ruchi, Rudi, Tarakapali, and so he's controlling by his wonderful open lenses the different gopis, the Vipaksha gopis, Suri gopis, and Kvalita, Shama, Lalita, and the friendly gopis and Radharani's group. So all glories to Krishna, Vidur Jayati, as compared to the moon, Krishna Chandra. So, eastern section, second wave, Sadhana Bhakti. So, text number 262 from the Skanda Purana. Ete nahi adabhut vyadha tavahim sadayo gunaha hari bhakto pravitaye na te syu paratapinaha. O hunter, these qualities such as non-violence are not astonishing, because the persons who engage in devotion to the Lord will never cause affliction to others. So if one is engaged in devotional service, then naturally all good qualities will manifest. So like it was explained also in the previous verse, that basic rules of conduct like cleanliness, so they appear automatically to one who is dedicated to Krishna. And so therefore they are not specifically mentioned as angas of bhakti. So similarly also non-violence, it is natural that devotee will be non-violent. So non-violent. So they will not inflict pain upon others, not by the body or also not by speaking. So the devotees are careful and they will try not to offend anyone. Sometimes you can see also that persons can be very much hurt by words. Sometimes it is even more painful than if you push somebody, but if you speak harsh words that may, so to say, penetrate the heart. So a devotee is careful and he will try to not inflict any pain upon anyone. So not only by physical, by the body, but also by words. Also in the Gita, Krishna is explaining about three kinds of austerity: physical, vocal, and mental. And there also, of course, one has to be respectful that is physical austerity, offer respects to the seniors, and one should be non-violent. And by speaking the truth, speaking softly or sweet words, reciting the Vedic literatures. And mentally also, one should be always positive, and one should think of trying to help others, benefit others, sarva bhute hite rataha, always thinking about the welfare of others. So that is mental austerity, and that is proper positive thinking of a devotee. Actually, it starts with the consciousness. If one has the proper consciousness, if one is devoted in consciousness, then automatically, usually, then one will speak also properly, and one will act properly also. 63. Tatraiva anta shudhir bahi shudhis tapasyantyadayas tatha ami guna prapadyante hari sevabi kaminam. In the Skanda Purana it is said, internal and external purity, austerity, sense control, peacefulness and other qualities take shelter of persons who desire to serve the Lord. Jiva Goswami's commentary. The word Adi in Shanti Adaya refers to qualities such as truthfulness and seeing things with equal vision. So Shanti means peaceful. And Adi, Shanti Adi, Adaya. So devotee, so he's peaceful, so he's equiposed, so he has samabhav, samadrishti. He sees with equal vision. As Krishna says also in Bhagavad Gita, that a devotee sees with equal vision a brahmana. What is this? Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavi Hashtini Sunichaga Swapakicha Pandita Sadharsyana. So Pandit, the devotee, who is knowledgeable, Brahmana Gavi Hastinicha. He sees a Brahmana, Gavi, a cow, an elephant, and even so lower class people, a dog eater, an outcast. He does not just see the body, but he sees the soul. He sees that everyone is a servant of Krishna. Therefore, he is respecting everyone and anyone. At the same time, the behavior will be different, of course, also. And so one will show respect to the seniors, one will have a loving relationship with the equals, and to those who are junior, then one will be trying to help them. Daya will be there, one is merciful. And so that is a symptom of a devotee, as explained also for the Madhyamadikari. So he has love towards the Lord, and then a loving relationship with those, and of course serving those who are superior, a loving relationship with those who are equal, is merciful to the juniors, and also he will try to help the innocent people who are not yet on the devotional path. He will try to induce them to pick up devotional service, and then he will avoid envious people. So one who is devoted to the Lord, then automatically these good qualities, they will manifest. Like here, purity, shuddhi, Antar Shuddhi, Bahir Shuddhi. Internal and external purity. Internal purity, that is by remembering the Lord or by chanting the holy names, of course, and so being respectful towards others. And external by taking bath and keeping the environment clean. So these are qualities of a devotee. Also this mentioned Sarvadeva Maya Guru. And so all the, of course, the spirit master is in the embodiment of the demigods also, is a representative of the Lord. But in general also, a devotee, a Vaishnav, a true Vaishnav, he will have the good qualities of even the demigods. And if he's a pure devotee, superior even to the demigods who may not be pure devotees, except Lord Brahman, Lord Shiva, who are most exalted. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, Abhikaminam means of those persons who have complete desire for service to the Lord. These good qualities on their own take shelter of the completely dedicated devotees. It is also mentioned that there's 26 qualities of a devotee. And most important one is? Most important? Priya. Radha Priya. She's also Priya. Radha Priya. Pran Priya. Pran Priya. Most important quality of a devotee. Sajan? Kya? Truthfulness? No. Sharanagati. Krishnaika Sharanam. Is fully surrendered to Krishna with body, words and mind. And then other qualities will be there. Truthfulness, humility, tolerance, control of the mind and senses. Yes, and also he's eating frugally, mitabuk, and monam. So he's silent, means he doesn't speak any nonsense. It doesn't mean he's not talking at all, but it means he doesn't speak any nonsense, no prajalpa, no unnecessary talk. So, and yes, he's merciful also, dayalu, and so, but most important, he's fully dedicated.
Anything before Sharanagati?
Anything before?
Like to come Sharanagati is
not easy. No, you cannot immediately become. Yeah, in the beginning,
from 12 years, 14, 15 years.
but still you're not fully surrendered.
So
You're partially surrendered. Like for example, okay, you join the temple and the bhakti leader says every morning Mangalatik, 4:30. You have to chant your 16 rounds, Guru Puja, go to class. And then devotee is doing, so and he looks like he's fully surrendered, but it's not possible in the beginning stage. Externally the surrender is there with the body, but then the mind is here and there, wandering here and there. So even if one is trying to also think about Krishna always and speak about Krishna, but in the beginning stage it is not possible. Because the heart is not pure, and then unwanted things are there in the heart. So the consciousness is not pure. So therefore full surrender is not possible, it is partial surrender. But only in purified consciousness, then it is possible to actually surrender or take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. And then automatically then one will speak about Krishna. One will not talk any prajalpa. And then one will not waste time. That is a symptom of a devotee on the platform of bhav. He's not wasting any time. And is constantly trying to be engaged in devotional service with body, mind and words. So that is Yeah, full surrender, but that is not possible in the beginning. In the beginning, one is trying to surrender and one is trying to be always engaged in devotional activities with body, mind, and words. And so then one is then trying to be properly situated on the spiritual platform. And then in due course of time, that one will be able to surrender. And so similarly in the beginning, so the humility is not ripe. So this kacha, it is unripe. So in the beginning, one is paying respect to all the devotees because one is new. But again, because one is under the molds of material nature, the humility is not completely ripe. And some provocation, and then humility may be gone. Or he learns something, and then he becomes proud. And similarly, the faith is not very strong. It is komal shraddha. It is soft. It can be broken easily. Little disturbance, problems are there, and then sometimes the devotee will then, so to say, blame the Lord. Why this is happening to me? Or he will lose faith. No, I don't believe in this. Krishna is not helping me in this difficult situation. But if one is becoming more pure, then one will depend on Krishna, and then one will always have faith in Krishna, despite all difficulties. Then you will understand, yes, it is Krishna's plan, it is Krishna's desire. And so I have to face some difficulty, that is part of life. So, but one will try to surrender, and then naturally, if one is sincere, then other qualities will also manifest. So, but for this we should be humble, try to be humble and tolerant and respectful, simple in one's consciousness, in one's behavior, sarlata and nishkapat bhav, a Vaishnavachar, so the behavior of a Vaishnav. So he's simple living, high thinking, straightforward, not duplicitous. So that is there, nishkapat bhav. So sometimes you can see somebody may be externally Hare Krishna Prabhu, but in his thinking, planning how to be otherwise, how to control, how to pull somebody else down. But externally is humble. So that means kapati is there, duplicity is there, but the devotee is non-duplicitous. He will never act in this way. Text 264. Sa bhaktir ekamukyanga shritana ekangi katava svavasananusarena nisthataha sirikrit bhavet. Translation: Bhakti, taking shelter of one principal anga or many angas according to one's desire, and practice with steadiness brings about the desired result, bhav and prem. Siddhi, krit bhavet, so that siddhavasta, that is desired, that is surup siddhi, that is on the platform of bhav, which is the sprouting of prem. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining. And that bhakti in which one anga is performed as the principal one among hearing, chanting and other angas, while other angas become secondary, or that bhakti in which many angas are performed leads to perfection. The choice of one or many angas is according to one's preference. Svavas anusarena, svavasana, anusarena. So sometimes one has great taste for performing one limb of devotional service. Like, for example, chanting the holy names. And so that is his principal anga. Whereas others may be there and he will also do that, but for him it will be secondary. Just like somebody may be very much inclined to chant more japa, 64 rounds or even more, or doing some kirtan, but then they may not be interested in performing the other angas so much, but still he may do or he will do. And usually, if one is not perfect, then actually one has to also hear about Krishna or about Mahaprabhu, about the devotees of the Lord. And then one will be able to chant nicely. If one is worshipping the deities, some devotees, they like to worship the deities. And that is most important for them. At the same time, they will have to chant the holy names also, because that is the Yuga Dharma. And then they have to hear also about Krishna. Otherwise, they will not be able to remember Krishna so much, or he will not understand Krishna's qualities or Krishna's likings, or is Krishna's mood towards his different devotees. So therefore we have to also hear. But some, specifically that is mentioned here, according to somebody's choice. So somebody may be very much eager to just do one activity, one anga of bhakti. Whereas others, they may like to perform many angas. Like they will like to hear about Krishna, they will like to chant, they will like to worship the deities, and so on. But it is mentioned also that even if one is doing one anga, properly he may attain perfection. Like in Navavidha Bhakti, the 9 angas of devotional service. Shravanam. Son who is famous for Shravanam. Hearing, Parikshit Maharaj. Kirtanam. Kirtanam, Shukadev Goswami, yeah. Remembrance, Prahlad Maharaj. Parasevanam, serving the lotus feet. Yes. 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 Lakshmi, yeah, Lakshmi. And then Archanam, Prithu Maharaj. Archanam, and then Vandanam, one of the Priyas. Radha Priya, Pran Priya, no? Dhruv? No. Archanam. No, Pran, beside Prithu Maharaj. Vandanam? Akrur. Yeah. Dasyam, Hanuman. Then Sakyam. No? Sakyam, no. Arjun, yeah, good. Good. Sadhu. निकल गया मुंह से, हाँ, बढ़िया. Spontaneously. Okay, good, yeah. And then Atmanivedanam, fully surrendering. Woo. Bali Maharaj. Yeah. So they are famous for just doing one practically. And there's now one person who is famous to do all of the 9. Who is that?
In Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, in Srimad Bhagavatam.
This king, na?
Which king? No. From the 9th canto. Yeah.
Yes, Amrish.
Yeah, Amrish Maharaj. Okay, good. Yeah, I was thinking about the Lord. And Pada Sevanam. And then he was hearing about the Lord, he was glorifying the Lord. And he was remembering the Lord, he was serving the Lord, offering prayers in the mood of a servant, understanding Krishna is my friend. And so in this way he was fully surrendered, a great king. So yeah. Yeah.
ये पूछता हूँ जैसे ये मतलब फेमस है एक एक अंग के लिए तो इनकी हमें शेल्टर लेनी होती है या इंस्पिरेशन ले सकते हैं इनसे मतलब कैसे
So from this, the question is this different limbs are there of devotional service, Navavida Bhakti, and the different personalities are there who are famous for doing just one of these mainly at some point. So we should try to follow them, or we should take inspiration from them. That is the question. Yes, we take inspiration from them, and we glorify them, and so, but mostly it is good to try to perform a few of the limbs of devotional service. So that is recommended to do as much as possible, just like Ambarish Maharaj. Of course, that may not be possible to do all of them, especially in the beginning, but at least we have to, first of all, we have to hear from the spiritual master, from the advanced devotees, Shravanam. And then we have to chant the holy names. So the spiritual master will tell the disciples that you should chant the holy names. The parents will tell the children, you should chant the holy names. And but we have to hear also sufficiently about Krishna, about Mahaprabhu, about the process of devotional service. And then we try to do the most important, that is chanting the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we try to remember Krishna. So we should try to always remember Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu, Vismartavya najatu chit, sarva vidhi nishedya sura itayoreva kinkaraha. So this is the most important rule, is to always remember. And what we should not do, we should not forget him. But that is not easy, especially in the age of Kali. And therefore, the process for the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy names, as Mahaprabhu has introduced, has established the Yuga Dharma, the chanting of the holy names. And by chanting the holy names, then then we can remember the Lord. And so then, and those who are chanting very nicely the holy names, then everything is included in that. Jaiti Jaiti Namananda Rupam Murare Viramita Nijadharma Dhyana Pujadiyatam Katamapi Sakijatatam Muktinam Pranamamritam Ekam Jivanam Bhushane Paramamritam Ekam Jivan Bhushane Jaiti Jaiti Namananda Rupam. So all glories to Krishna Nam, Nam Ananda Rupam. So which is, so Krishna Nam is no different from Krishna. Nam Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasa Vigra, Purna Shura Nirmukta, Avinatam Nama Naminaha. So Krishna is Paramanand, is the embodiment of the greatest happiness, bliss. Namananda Rupam, Murare, so is the killer of the Mura demon. Viramita Nija Dharma Dhyana Pujadiyatam. Viramita. So it will, Viramita gives a stop to the cycle of birth and death. One can become free from the cycle of birth and death. Nija Dharma. So it is the actual dharma in the age of Kali, that is the chanting of the holy names. Dhyana Pujadiyatam. So included when we chant the holy names, then dhyan, remembering the Lord, that is included normally in purified consciousness. In the beginning one may be chanting and hearing, but nothing is there. when one is chanting in the beginning. One is chanting and hearing, but no form is there of Krishna.
Still some benefit you will get.
Yeah, of course he will get benefit, and the consciousness becomes purified. And the garbage which is there in the consciousness, in the heart, that will be destroyed slowly but surely. And then, then slowly but surely Krishna's form will be revealed. Nama, Roop. We chant only names and then we can see Krishna Roop. And then afterwards Krishna's qualities, and finally also the pastimes. More and more one can remember. And then ultimately in Shuddhanam, then Krishna will manifest as he is, and then qualities and the pastimes will manifest. So by chanting the holy names, then so remembrance will be there. Puja, we're doing puja. You're doing puja? Not yet, huh? No, okay. He's doing puja. You're doing puja? At home you're doing puja. You will start soon, huh?
I will.
Oh, okay. You're doing puja? Doing some puja? You have deities? Not yet. Pictures, okay. You offer some incense every day? Okay. You? You're making some dress for the deities? You're cooking for the deities? Okay, good.
This also comes with puja.
Yeah, this part of puja, cooking, and that is offered. The wife will cook, the husband will offer. Sometimes the wife will also offer, or also do some seva. I mean, some practical or direct deity worship. So that is there. So if you're chanting the holy names, and so you have experience in puja, then you can remember what you're doing during the puja. So you remember by Krishna's mercy, and then you will meditate. Oh, I have to get a new dress for the deities. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, I should make sandesh. I didn't do sandesh for a long time for the deities. So like this, then while chanting the holy names, puja may be done. And so in Krishna Nama, and then of course you're listening, you're chanting Hare Krishna, and you're listening the Maha Mantra. And so you may remember the deity you're worshipping. And then and then spontaneously you may then try to offer something to the deity in the mind. Oh yes, it would be nice to offer lotus flower to Krishna. And then, then you can mentally also do some seva in the mind. So you can do Manasi Seva, Amani Namanana, Krishna Namasa, Dalabe, Vraja Radha Krishna Seva, Manase Karibe. That is a little more advanced stage. And then Vandanam, offering prayers. You chant Hare Krishna and the mind is there, rather than thinking of useless things or thinking of nothing, which is not possible. So then think something positive. And then, so just like when you do the DC Seva, you chant some prayers, you see the deities in the temple. So you take darshan every day in temple? Sometimes. You're right, you take darshan every day. You chant some prayer in front of Radhesham, what are you chanting? Radhesham, that's all? Some prayer?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, Hey Krishna Karuna.
Okay, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dino Bandho Jagatpate. You, Priya? You go to temple sometimes? No?
No.
No? How you say? How you know? You always at the plot, no? How you know? You don't know. How you know? You always at the plot, no? Yeah. Okay. So sometimes you go, Priya, temple? When did you go last time? Huh?
Today.
4 days ago, okay. And then when you see Radhesham, you say some prayers? What do you say? Huh?
कौन सा prayer बोल?
Okay, सोचना पड़ेगा. Thinking. Okay, whole verse? Or you only say half verse? The whole verse. Okay, she's a Radha Bhakta, huh? Good, yeah. Yeah, and then for Krishna also? Oh no, only Radharani? Only Radharani, wow. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu? Okay, good, yeah. So, when you see the deities, we offer some prayers. So when you chant, then if you see Krishna, then it's fine, then you can chant some prayer. If you don't see, then you can pray and you say, hey, Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and you remind, hey, Krishna Karuna Sindhu, and you pray that you may be able to see Krishna. Krishna as he is, or maybe Shama Sundar, or maybe the deities here. So, so in this way, then by chanting Krishna Nam, then the different limbs of, actually all the limbs can be included in Krishna Nam. So Vandanam, then Dasyam, we should chant with some Bandagyan that is mentioned. I am the servant of Krishna. I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul. So I'm the servant of Krishna. Dasyam is there. And then Sakyam, Krishna is my best friend. And then Atmani Vedanam, fully surrendering, Hare Krishna, Tavai Vasmi, Najivam, Itti Vigyara Devitam Naimam Charantikam. I am yours, Srimati Radharani. We can see to Krishna also. Krishna, Krishna, I am yours, I am yours. So in this way you can perform the different limbs by chanting the holy names. So everything can be included. So Jaiti Jaiti Namananda Rupa Murare Vinamidya Dharma Dhyana Pujatyam Katam Api Sakridatam Muktinam Pranam Paramamritam Ekanam Jivanam Bhushanam. So so that is my abhushan, that is my decoration, so one is decorated, for example, the lady have a Mangal Sutra, so showing that they are married. Or some other ladies may have some necklace, Kantimala and something else. You have something, yeah, 1, 2 necklaces. There is some abhushan. So sometimes even men have some necklace or some kavacha. Of course, they have a Brahman thread that decorated with that. So, but if one is chanting the holy names, that is the most valuable decoration, abhushanam. Muktinam, praninam yat. So that Krishna Nam is the life of my life. So that is everything for me. So in this way, the different limbs, they may be included in this one limb of chanting the holy names. So, of course, usually even, for example, if one is worshipping the deities, so it is natural that he will also hear about Krishna. It is natural that he will offer some prayers also. So, but in the age of Kali, most important is the chanting of the holy names. But at the same time, the other limbs will be there also. And then one will be able to chant ultimately Shuddhanam, the pure name. But first we have to try to avoid the offenses and come to the clearing stage, and then we have to pray. And we have to endeavor to the best of our ability with body, mind and words, to be always engaged in devotional activities. So then also here, so svavasana anusarena, vasan anusarena, vasana. So svavasana, our desire may be there, how we want to serve Krishna. And then according to that, anusarena, then one will be, of course, ultimately, Krishna Anushilanam, we should do what Krishna wants ultimately. So we have to try to see what Krishna wants us from us. Or we ask the spiritual master how best we can please Krishna. Nishtataha, Nishta. So Nishta has to be there. One should be fixed. One should be steady. So practiced with steadiness. So that is important. One has to be steady. Getting up early every morning. Getting up early every morning? Okay, fine. Trying. Okay. Last 5 days.
No,
okay.
last 5 o'clock.
Latest 5 o'clock. Okay. Priya also getting up early? Trying. Okay. Before Mukundeshwar or after? Before. Okay, good. Sajan? Before?
Yes.
Who is the first? Pradeep usually. And then? Then Priya.
I mean, either Priya or I.
Okay. And then Gopesh.
Yes.
And then Mukundeshwar. Okay. Okay, aram se. Okay, fine. Yeah. So, but Nishta should be there. Steadiness and so getting up early as much as possible, and then every day Mangalatik, or if not in the temple, then at home. So every day Mangalatik, reciting. Okay. You every day reciting? Sometimes, not every day. You should do every day, no? Yeah.
Just go to more 2 months.
2 months, well, but you know, it's an excuse, no? Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay, you have to take, yeah, you're making a building, that's okay. But you know, your sadhana shall not be disturbed by that. I mean, you know this house here, where you're staying here now? Yeah. I went maybe, you know, I didn't even go every day to check what's going on. I was doing seva and doing my devotional service. And I had one devotee who was supposed to look after the place. But he was also not here every day. Because he was also doing his bhajan. And he was there and I was asking, everything is okay? Yeah, yes, everything is okay. And he was depending on the person.
That time, the neighbors, and they were like a little bit responsible.
No. No, always.
So difficult. Even for 5 minutes, if we move further, you know, they just.
No. But still, it's okay, the house. It's still standing. After how many years? 35 years almost, right? 32. 32 years and still. What? Lenter what?
निशा को बोल रहे थे कि अगर इसे हटा के लेंटर
Yeah, you're dreaming.
No, that ring is saying if we can just remove this.
No, I never said that.
Yeah.
When Bibi was there.
It's okay, Sajjan.
Okay.
We fought.
No, not you.
Okay, no problem. But you have to do some renovation.
Yes.
Like in the third room, right? Some is leaking there at the window side. And you're supposed to bring one plumber, which you never did.
No, he
what?
What? No.
I mean, he came.
Yeah, I mean, he came. Sunil brought him. Okay, anyway.
In our third room, outside the window,
No problem. Mr. Khan. You can take care?
Yes.
Okay, good. Surely?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, but don't forget to do Mangalati, Gurvashtakam. Even if you have to do a house or something, whatever you have to do, you do. But you have to chant the Gurvashtakam. That is a regulative principle. Every day, without fail, no excuse. You eating every day? Yes, yes, without fail. He's eating every day.
Sometimes I fail.
He's, no, eating every day. Not even here, you go there to the neighbor,
Not on
right?
proper time. I failed.
No, you're there in proper time, I know. If you're not the time, they will call and then you come running. We know, right? Yeah, yes. She's cooking better than Priya? Or it's just practical? Because you want to be there the whole day. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just one donut. He's just eating one donut, this big plate, right? Hardly eating. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So, anyway, you chant every day? Guru Vastakam? Every day? Okay, very good. Okay, fine.
I was angry with Keshav.
What?
Because all my Mangala Artiks were
What?
like given to all. They had 2 days only.
You had 2 days.
Now it's back, but at that time whether it was like I was also missing sometimes. But I was just doing in cars and everything.
Yeah, you have details at home, no?
Yeah, they are
You
also
can do at home also, no?
But in front of Keshav, it's
Yeah, but still.
different.
Like, have deities at home and at the temple. So if I'm going to temple, I don't do at home. If I don't go to the temple for Mangalatik, I do Mangalatik at home. You have to do every day. If I'm in the train overnight, then I do in the train. If I'm in the plane, I do in the plane. But every day you chant Gurvashtakam without fail. So, right? Yeah, you're doing, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And every day Shikshashtakam. Priya, Shikshashtakam, you know by heart now? And you chant every day? But a few at least every day? Trinada Pisunichena every day? Sajan? Every day? Shikshashtakam? No. Yeah. Kartik time? Okay, Kartik time. Every day, Shikshashtakam?
Full morning program.
Full morning program.
Before the chanting, like Samsar Dhama and
Okay, and Ashtakam also.
as
Okay,
per-
yeah. Shikshashtakam?
Yeah.
Okay. You also? Okay. You have your own sadhana.
I make my rounds and I make arti.
Okay.
And, when I cook, I offer to Krishna.
So you have picture of Krishna.
Yes,
Which Krishna?
Krishna and Radha in the Shaukal.
On the swing, Okay. And you know the prayers, Gurvashtakam, or not yet? Okay.
And then I go every Friday, I go to temple and do flower seva
Oh, flower seva, okay. Fine, yeah.
since last December.
Okay, that's nice. In Zurich temple.
No, in London.
Oh, in Langetal, okay. Fine. Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
What should be the full morning? What should be the full morning program?
Full morning program. Morning program is getting up early and then so chanting or doing Mangalatik at home means so chanting Gurvashtakam and then you can chant Vibhava Rishesha if possible. Not in all the temples, I mean most of the temple in ISKCON they don't do. They only do in few temples, but here we do and some few temples they do. Yeah, Bhubaneswar now, some places they do. In Rishikesh, on some devotees in. In GV also.
So in India,
Yeah, in the West, no,
no.
hardly.
They chant in English?
Huh?
They chant in English?
GV, yeah, in front of Madan Mohan, yeah. So,
And Gurvashta.
and they're in the main table, yeah, yeah. So anyhow, but at least Gurvashta comes because that is mentioned that we should chant every day. And so even other temples, so like Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada's temple, they have some prayers they will chant in the morning for the pleasure of the deities. So, but Prabhupada established chanting Gurvashtakam, so we chant that. And then, so for protection, then we may chant Nishinga, after Namaste Nishinga, yeah, that we may chant. And then for Vrinda Devi, Tulsi Devi, there's one song, Tulasi Krishna Priyasi Namo Namaha. So like that, like we do in Kartik, and for Radhika Keshav Roy. And then after we chant our rounds, yeah, Shikshastakam, yes, of course. And then we chant our rounds, and then usually, so then, of course, so Prabhupada established the taking darshan of the deities. Of course, if you have at home, then you have darshan at home. So a little puja at home. And when you do puja, we have Guru Puja, worship of the spiritual master. And then, but then you may again offer some prayers to the deities. So if you're, or if you have pictures, then we can offer some incense. So at least once a day. And then also in the morning program, so means we have to hear something from the scriptures. Or you read something like the Bhagavatam, like in the temple every day Srimad Bhagavatam is there. If you're not going to temple, then you read yourself or you hear some lecture. So hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, so reading the Bhagavatam, so that is our morning program. And then during the day, whatever we have to do, like cooking or cleaning. And in the evening, so if you can do something little also, that is nice also. Like, so Krishna is, Prananath is the Lord of our life. At the same time, we also take shelter of Mahaprabhu. He's the incarnation of the age of Kali. And so we may, like in the temple, we have Gaura Atik. Atik for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I say, Kiva Jayo Jaya Gaura Chande Haroti Kesoba Janavi Tatarani Jagamana Loba, and so on. So that we may chant. Even the temple is fine. If not at home, we can chant. You chant evening? Gauratik? No? You? You?
Yeah, so 2, 3. Because we had a plan, Mahalakshmi and we go together.
Okay, you have a plan.
Evening we do Artik.
You do Atik every day together. Okay.
She sings and I sing.
And you do Atik, some incense. So that can be done also if you are at home. You can offer one incense in the morning, Mukundishwar or Pradeep or Gopala during evening, you could offer one incense. And you can chant Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande. Because we want to be connected to Mahaprabhu also. And for this you do something for Mahaprabhu. So therefore also, I mean Mangalatik is there, but then like we do puja, so Guru Puja, and then we do Gauranga Puja, and then Krishna Puja. So therefore even in the morning you could offer some prayers to the deities. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi at home. And of course then also for Mahaprabhu. So you can chant some prayers, for Mahaprabhu. Any prayer? For Mahaprabhu you don't know any prayers? No? I should learn some prayer for Mahaprabhu. Nama Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Naya Krishna Chaitanya. You chant every day? No, you should chant every day. At least this one morning and then evening, then you can chant Gauratik. Or you can chant, of course. So that you should chant every day at least. And you can chant some other ones also. The more the better. The more you do, the more than reciprocation. And also when you chant the verses, if you know the translation, that will be better also. What is the meaning? You know the meaning? Nama Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate. Priya. Radha Priya. No? What is meaning? Nama Mahavadanyaya, huh? Huh, what? Nervous? Why you're nervous? Why you're nervous? Krishna is here?
You are also.
Oh, why? But I'm insignificant. Krishna is there. So big, right? Nama Maha Vadanyaya. Namo. Obeisance. Namaste.
Merciful.
Vadanya, yeah. Magnanimous. Maha. Very magnanimous.
Krishna Prem Pradaya. Krishna Prem giver.
Yeah, he gives Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem Padaya. Krishna.
He is non-different from Krishna.
Yeah.
Krishna Chaitanya, Namne God.
Krishna Chaitanya Namne is known as Krishna Chaitanya.
Not the full translation.
Gauratishe Namaha. So, but he's golden in complexion. Namaha again, obeisances unto him. And then, so, yes, so if you can learn more verses, we can say one verse of Mahaprabhu. You're more a Krishna Bhakta? You're more Krishna Bhakta?
Exactly the same with every side.
Okay. Radha Bhakta. Okay, good. Mahaprabhu is no different from Radha and Krishna, right?
Yes.
Okay, some devotees, they only want to go to Golok. You only want to go to Golok or also to go Lila? Yeah, then you have to try to see that you can have a nice exchange with Mahaprabhu by learning some verses and offering some verses. So beautiful verses are there, and then if you recite and you know the meaning, and then you will have the proper consciousness. So that should be done. So yes, so in the evening time you can also offer some prayers. So send Gauratik and then this Yugalatik. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugalam Lila Aroti Koreya Lalita Disaki Gan, and so on. So in this way, so morning and evening program. So, and offering prayers also in the evening. So that can be done. Okay, Hare Krishna. Jai Radhe Shyam. हाँ बंद हो गया 9 बज गया.
So that means hearing and chanting is over actually. We have to do it anyhow.